Hi, Brazil. This is Igor Larionov II. I have actually never watched Pokemon. I've never watched it in my life. Maybe Pikachu because that's all I know. But I was never into Pokemon growing up. Well, I mean, I grew up in the spotlight. I always as a child even, I remember there'd be a lot of TV, a lot of interviews, a lot of different reports on my father or something, and I'd always be inside them. That I'd always be. I remember when I was a little kid, we were playing with Legos, or playing little mini hockey, and there was cameras from ESPN recording something about him, or even just being in commercials as a kid. So for me, it's nothing too crazy to gain a bunch of followers or have a bunch of eyeballs on you. I pretty much grew up with that. So for me, it's almost second nature to sort of be in the spotlight. But no, it's always flattering when people, agree with what you're saying, and they appreciate the messages that you're sending. So in terms of that, it's really nice. Oh, that's a great question. Let me check right now. I have it on my phone. So we are at, let's see, 1,660 days. Probably Drysdale. Yeah, I think Drysdale is a really good player. Yeah, she does. She's a big fan of them now, and at first it was a bit of it's obviously different when you walk in and you have a bunch of drawings on you, but now she's fine with them. They're not too big, you can't really see them that well, but I go like that, you can see a little bit, but they all mean something special, and she accepts that, so that's the most important thing to me. Go-to karaoke is Two Ghosts by Harry Styles. I've actually listened to a couple of Brazilian songs. One of my friends, he lived in South America for a little bit when he was growing up, and he played some Brazilian songs for me. So they were very cool. I really enjoyed it. But my biggest impression of Brazil has always been just the amazing footballers that come out of Brazil, and the amazing athletes, and how well they have always played. And it's always such a beautiful style of play. Even when they don't, win or have success, I've always been a huge fan of just how skilled and how much they're able to express themselves with the ball at their feet. That's something that I try to implement into my own game, because a lot of times people, when they play, they're not friends with the ball, or they're not friends with the puck. When you look at a Brazilian, footballer, the women's team, the men's team, they're always, the ball is their friend, and it always sticks to them. Like, there's a joke that the ball is afraid of Russian soccer players because it bounces off of them so much. But for Brazilians, it's like they put glue on the ball, and like Ronaldinho or Neymar or any of these guys, it's the way they dribble, it's beautiful, and the way they express themselves is beautiful. So you can tell just by that the culture must be very similar, and it's expressive, and it just seems like whenever these guys are playing or these girls are playing, they're having a lot of fun, and that's something I really look up to. I've been a Manchester United fan since I was 2 years old. There's a picture of me wearing the Man United kit when I think I was literally 1 year old. Like from that age, I had a full kit. I had my name on the back, number 8. Throughout my entire life, I've always had a Man United kit, no matter what. Russian. I don't really watch anything Russian, because I don't know. I'm not big of a fan of how they, especially their recent stuff. I feel like if you want to watch something good Russian, you'd watch anything by Tarkovsky, which is, way back when. But right now, there's really not much. I guess Leviathan was interesting. It came out a couple of years ago. It had some Oscar buzz, but besides that, there's really not much. Yeah, that's a tough one. It was the Blackhawks were in the same division back then, I think. So just bad timing to be a Blackhawks fan when the Red Wings were one of the best teams in the world at the time. But you got your revenge. The last 10 years or so, the Blackhawks have been absolutely on a roll and outstanding. So, right now they weren't supposed to be that good, but they're doing all right, and they have some young players. So, you're ahead of Detroit in terms of that. So don't worry, things were good, and they'll be good again soon. Wow, favorite song right now. Check my most recently listened to on my phone. most recent song that I have listened to is, let's see, it is Oakland Nights by The Lonely Island. It's a comedy song, so. So first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for, that first part of the message. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it's, if you were, I try to, answer to most people because I think that's the nice thing to do. So when I tweet something out and people, say something back to me that they're saying thank you, I obviously see how much it affects people. So for me, I don't think it's that I'm so part of that group. I try to, give everyone the time of day and try to just be kind to everyone. So when they say that, I view it more as differently. I view it as sort of like I'm on the team of the people who are reading these messages as well, because I'm saying this, but at the same time, if they say something back, I'm always there to support them, or to, like the other day, a girl tweeted me and said something like, "I'm so sad, my boyfriend or something broke up with me," and I, replied and said like, "Don't worry, blah, 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 like things will be fine. It's happened to all of us. Just keep worrying on yourself, and if things are meant to be, they'll be, and if not, you'll find someone even better." So for me, I don't try to just say something disappear. I always try to, say something, but also if someone has a question or if someone says thank you, I'm always there to, say no problem, or answer a question, or just, help someone out if they tweet me with a question or they need something. So that's how I try to be involved in that. That's a good question. I love that. Honestly, I would probably be Edward, because they say he's really fast. And when the first hit, when she absolutely blows it away, and then Bella's like, "Isn't that a home run?" I'm like, "No, Edward's really fast." And then he runs all the way out to the force, catches it, throws her out. That's who I want to be when I grow up. I want to be that guy who is able to run really fast into the forest and throw a baseball. And sparkles in the sun. That's literally a dream of mine. I'm very pale because my heritage is Russian mixed with a bit of a Mongolian way back. So I'm naturally very pale. So when I get in the sun, I sort of have that bit of a vampire sparkle to me. All right. So in net, I would go Machine Gun Kelly because he's 6'5", and you need a big goalie. I would put myself at center because I want to play with these artists. On left wing, I'd go Harry Styles, good size. He's pretty athletic, I think. On right wing, I would go for, who would I go right wing? I'd probably go with Youngblood. I'm a big fan of his music. I'd go Youngblood at right wing. And then on defense, I'd have the partnership of Billie Eilish and Phineas, because they're such a good team. And I feel like together they could do something magical. They have such good chemistry, and put them on D, they'll be snapping breakout passes tape to tape all night long, and it'd be a lot easier for us forwards to play with them on defense. That's actually a really interesting question. I don't think so, because my mom is very hands-on. I don't even think my dad ever changed my diapers. I feel like my mom wouldn't trust him with that. She's very hands-on in terms of like being a parent. So I don't think they have, but I mean, I did spend a lot of time growing up with them. And in terms of diapers, I really don't think my mom would trust anyone but herself to do that when I was a little kid. So the most skilled, I would say McDavid, Pasternak, and I think Marner, in terms of just like natural skill. In terms of famous hockey players, I will go Sean Avery, who's not playing anymore, Henrik Lundqvist, who is sort of also kind of not playing anymore, and third, I'll leave some space for myself to grow into that role. Check out NHeLas, guys. The best. Make sure to check it out.